This is the crib of infant Jesus. Its function is to be a miniature crib for dolls. While this picture may be deceiving, this four-legged crib measures only 3 by 11 by 7 inches. The main structure of this crib is made from polychromed wood. As you can see, while some of the wood is visible, some is painted. You can especially see this on the side pillars and the side windows, which are painted blue. The interior of the crib contains a red pillow and sheets made of silk, decorated in seed pearls, gold thread, and translucent enamels. Embroidered on the pillow is the Lamb of God, which represents the ultimate sacrifice Jesus makes by being crucified. The sheets depict Mary holding baby Jesus, surrounded by symbols of evangelicals. Hanging above the crib are 2 rows of lead bells. The bells are held up by 4 angels which stand on top of the 4 side pillars. While the faces of each angels are carved the same, each one holds a different musical instrument. While the angels are mostly gold, their wings are faded blue due to the use of lead paint. The pillars that the angels stand upon are slender at the top and widen out as they near the ground in order to create a more sturdy base for the crib. The pillars are painted blue and meant to mimic glass windows of churches. Notice the blue church windows which are carved out and painted around the perimeter. Each window has foil motifs hanging directly below each window. On the very bottom of the crib are trifoil motifs, connected by a swerving line. A trifoil is similar to the foil design except it comes in groups of 3s. The backboard and headboard are the most intricate part of this piece. Both show carved nativity scenes. The scene on the headboard shows Mary and Joseph praying together in the nativity. The footboard shows Mary after the birth of Jesus, which includes the 3 wise men bearing gifts. The crib of infant Jesus was created in the 15th century. While the maker of this piece is unknown, it is believed that this piece was made in the province of Brabant in the Netherlands. The main structure of this crib is made of wood, which would have been a common material for this time and reflective of most furniture of the Middle Ages. However, pearls are not common in this area, which are used in the pillow and sheets. It is likely that the maker of this piece was able to get access to pearls due to the Spanish Empire taking over the Netherlands after Philip II came into power. The Spanish Empire had access to pearls due to Christopher Columbus's trip to South America, where he found out about the surplus of pearls after seeing the native people wearing them on necklaces. The Spanish Empire also heavily enforced the Catholic religion throughout the region, despite the religion already having a popularity in the area. Many of the artists working in the area had religious elements incorporated into their work. Crib of the Infant Jesus is one of the more famous pieces from this area and is a great representation of the cultural and political influences through its religious design elements and use of non-native materials. This crib is not meant for actual babies, but was instead a reliquary meant to hold a doll of baby Jesus. Miniature cribs such as this one were commonly given to women when taking their vows to become a nun. Since nuns could never have children on their own, they could instead cradle the infant Jesus. While this crib needs to resemble a crib, it does not necessarily need to function the same way a full-size crib would. What makes it different is its lack of structure needed to hold real weight or a real baby. For example, instead of having 4 separate legs, a real crib would have one large horizontal base on both ends. Cribs of the time would also include sideboards to prevent a baby from falling out. However, since the purpose of this crib is to hold a doll of baby Jesus, sideboards aren't necessary since it would prevent the doll from being visible. There are other reliquaries that are structured in the same way as Crib of Infant Jesus. For example, a similar crib was found in Germany, given to the nun Margaretha Ebner in 1344. Crib of Infant Jesus can be found at the Metropolitan Art Museum in Gallery 306, dedicated to medieval treasury. This is a piece not only important for religious reasons, but is also an example of globalization through the materials able to be transported while the Spanish Empire ruled over the Netherlands. While Spain ruling over the Netherlands ultimately led to war, it also created more job opportunities in the Netherlands for artists all across Europe, since dukes and churches could commission more art. This cultural and political change can help fill in the blanks into the creation of Crib of Infant Jesus, given that the true maker is unknown. Today, Crib of the Infant Jesus continues to influence the world through its advanced crafting techniques and insight to the socioeconomics of the 1500s in the southern Netherlands.